Joining us now as the head coach, will you please welcome to Cleveland, Dawn Staley of the champion Gamecocks. Welcome to you in Cleveland. Dawn, I know. I have known you a long time, my friend. The emotion that you showed after the game is something I've rarely seen. What was going through your heart and mind at that time?
Yeah, this Philly girl, emotions took over. You know, I think, Robin, when you're competing for a national championship, any big goal, you pray, and then you're not supposed to worry. And I did a lot of worrying, and I did a lot of praying. But when you've met that moment, I mean, my cup runneth over, and there's not much I could do besides release it through crying and through thanking the Lord for yet giving us another blessing. And I never want to not give him his due because, you know, he's given me uncommon favor.
I know, and you're so proud to talk about that.
I am.
Okay, your fans were a little bit nervous there in the first quarter. You all are the first team in a national title game to be losing by double digits, to go on to win by double digits. And you said this is an unlikely group. What did you mean by that?
I mean, this group for the entire season. And I don't know why I said this, but I felt it at the very beginning of the season. I'm like, they say, give me 3 words to describe this team. I said, expect the unexpected. And I didn't know what I didn't know at that moment, but they've taken us through incredible highs and lows, meaning to get us to this place. They didn't come in this shape. They came in, they were non-communicative. I don't know how, because you would text them and they'd like not respond. I guess they call that putting you on ice, right? And I'm like, no, this is not right. They would be late to class and appointments, and I'm like, hey, I'm not really used to this. So I just had to meet them where they were, because our expectations are pretty high. Our standard is high, and if you've not come from a standard that's high, you can't possibly give them that standard.
Sure.
You have to meet them and teach them where they need to be and be respectful to people and respectful to the game of basketball, or else, you're not gonna. Yeah, you can go somewhere, but you're not gonna meet your mark. You're gonna make your family members extremely disappointed. But luckily, they got it. They got it in time enough to do something about it and challenge each other to be their best advocates, their teammates, and critics all at the same time.
See, you teach more than basketball. You teach life skills, and that's what really came through. In the post game, you got up there and you gave credit to Caitlin Clark for how she has elevated the game. That was important for you to speak upon.
Generational talent. When a generational talent comes along, and they are I think she's the sole responsibility of our game being raised to this level of playing as many women's basketball games on national television, to the numbers of viewership. Every time she plays, she seems to outdo herself when it comes to viewership. There's not a lot of people that can demand and command that kind of attention, and Caitlin's one of them. And I know her shoulders are heavy because of what she has to give to women's basketball. I just want to say we're thankful. We're thankful that she chose to play basketball. We're thankful for the way she's handled all of it. And we're thankful that she's taken our game to the next level. And I hope it's not just contained to women's basketball. Her next step is the WNBA. And I hope, because the WNBA needs another boost. In viewership, they need another boost in corporate sponsorships and all of that. And I do think she can be, that person that elevates us.
Wonderful. Your grace always comes through, Dawn Staley. Congratulations, the second national title in 3 years, your third one overall. I did the math, 109 wins and only 3 losses in the last 3 seasons. All right. I know you're on your way to Paris. You got the Olympics coming up. Thank you, Dawn, for taking the time. You're not going to stay for the clips? You're not staying?
Not going to stay. I got to go home and pack.
Got to go home and pack for Paris. All right, guys. Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.